here in Knoxville, where it's a family affair here this evening. Justin Gainey, Tennessee's assistant coach. On the other side, Jordan Gainey in his true freshman season for USC Upstate.
Yeah, special moment for the Gainey family. I know a lot of their family members are here tonight supporting both of them, and I know that they're anxious to get this game probably over with tonight so they can get on.
It was the worst game that I've ever had to coach. Obviously, I mean, it's emotional. You want to make sure your guys are prepared, but you want him to play well also. And so for me, I was a nervous wreck. I barely remember the game.
It was fun. It was a fun game. It was a cool experience. Be able to see my dad before the game. And we talked because that was probably the first time I had seen him all season that year, I think.
I'm just glad it's over, and we never have to encounter that again. It wasn't really anything we ever talked about. The main focus was being completely locked in where he was at USC Upstate. I think it became real when he got in the portal and Coach Barnes had an interest, and obviously we had a need for his skill set. But I wasn't going to be a part of the recruiting process, and Coach didn't want me a part of the recruiting process. He took that on himself. Throughout the process, I remained dad, and I pointed out the good. I pointed out the challenges, and so I wanted him to see every school through. An equal lens.
Gainey's got 7 points off the bench. Gainey's a natural shooter.
He is. He can shoot it.
Ever since I stepped foot on campus, I felt like I was more with the team, and everyone brought me in like I was already a part of the team, being able to come in the gym late night and just kick with the guys.
I've always kind of coached from the sideline, even when he was at Upstate, even when he was in high school, just translating to here, it's just, we're around each other on an everyday basis, but it's still the same process of, through video, get to show him some of the things I see. He can tell me what he sees, what he feels.
Being able to have him tell me what he sees and what I see, and just help me on the court, because whenever he tells me that, I keep it in the back of my head to whatever it is, live action game, I'm thinking about what he's telling me and what he sees. I feel like it's really helped my game on another level. I feel like being able to watch my dad do coaching from countless many of years has helped me being able to somewhat coach on the court, but more from a player aspect.
With all these guys, I try to treat them like they're my son, and because again, they're away from their family, their dads, their mom. I wouldn't say anything to them that I wouldn't say to Jordan. I would say maybe on the other side, I may catch myself maybe over-coaching sometime in my head, or saying, hey, I'm gonna tell him this, and that. But then I kind of reflect back and say, wait a minute, you're not dad, you're coach, and figure out a more coach way to bring something to him to show him.
With all the other players, he's always out there playing one-on-one with either Z, Freddie, even sometimes Jonas, just always joking around with him. And just always trying to make a real-life connection, real-life bond with all the other guys. And it's just been it's been pretty cool just seeing all the connection with all the guys.
This job is so inclusive. You're always on the go, and so never was able to see a whole season of games, never be able to watch a lot of practices. It's kind of like catching up on missed time and being able to be a part of it at this stage. So it's been a great experience.
He's really good at what he does. Being able to be here and see what he does on a day-to-day basis, and how his work ethic, he's always in the office, always breaking down film, always looking at scout reports and trying to be his best at his job is just amazing. Being able to see he puts in as much work as all of us players do.
Just his relentless work ethic. I didn't realize how much he loved it and how much he worked at it. And now to see, coming back at night after practice, during practice, his drive and work ethic is something that I had no idea of, and that that I've learned. The moments happen so quickly, and you got to turn the page so fast that you don't have time. There'll be time in years to come where we can sit back and kind of reflect on how cool it is to go through this experience together, and I can go back to being fanboy.